Hello guys, we're back for Search of the Worst Video Games of All Time. And yep, the next game on the list is Ice Age 2 The Meltdown for the Nintendo DS. Yep, this was a game that existed. So Ice Age 2 The Meltdown for the DS was a top-down game that released for the DS when the movie came out. And yep, we'll be talking about the DS game. I think this goes for all the versions, but yeah, the DS version in particular, so I gotta go on Metacritic, see what people think of the game on Metacritic, because Google isn't really helping, of course, like they always don't. But yeah, Ice Age 2 The Meltdown is basically it's a game that, yeah, it's a very frustrating game. So basically, yeah, you basically have to go around, the world, basically as the different Ice Age characters, and basically go around and save animals, okay? And fight the 4 or 5 enemies in the game, okay? And all the animals have their unique abilities, and basically you have to do it before the time limit runs out. So you have to do it, and the only way to decrease the time limit is to, get the ice things, which of course decrease the time limit. And yeah, I never really played the game. I played the game a few times. It's just not a good experience. And yeah, this game is just, yeah. For the time, it was a handheld model. You can play an Ice Age game on the handheld. But again, this is the now we don't get these licensed games anymore because they all are on mobile consoles. Okay, Ice Age 2 The Meltdown is probably one of the most forgettable games on the console. Okay, considering that the console versions are way better and are way better than this version. Basically, the console versions basically that released on the Wii, PS2, and 360, and they also released it on the Game Boy Advance as well. But yeah, some people say this game is very underrated. No, it isn't underrated. The game is garbage. The game is garbage. Okay, they also the GBA version's different. Yeah, the GBA version is different. I haven't played the Game Boy Advance version, but yeah, this version is different than the DS version. I'm sorry I said anything about the Game Boy Advance version. I haven't played the Game Boy Advance version, so yeah. I can't really say anything about the Game Boy Advance version, but yeah, the DS version was awful. This game was awful. It was terrible. The graphics were actually okay. That was the only good part of the game. You have to go around and save all the animals from, because they just stand there, and yeah, and you have to go around all the roads and fight animals, and yeah, this game is a very bad experience. And yeah, I thought the Game Boy Advance version was a Wrestled Down port version of this game. No, it isn't. So yep, that is Ice Age 2, the video game for the DS. So, is it among the worst games of all time? Yes, it is. Ice Age 2 for the DS is garbage. It is awful. Okay, if you want to play a better version of Ice Age 2, play the Game Boy Advance version, which a lot of people like that version. It's considered the underrated games that no one has heard of, or the console versions, which are far better than the DS version. And yeah, the Game Boy Advance version is considered to be way better than the DS version. And yeah, the PS2 version is considered to be way better as well, as well as the PS2 version. So yeah. So don't play the DS version at all. The DS version is the worst version of the game. So yeah. I don't think it's as bad. Yeah, it's not as bad as most of the other games I talked about, like, the really, really bad games like Superman 64 or Bubsy 3D or, Pac-Man for Atari or, those games. But yeah, I think it's still I think on the worst games, the Ice Age for DS would probably be at the bottom of the list. Even though the game sucks, it's still not as bad as Superman 64. It's still not as torturous as Bubsy 3D and Bubsy's annoying voice. It's still not as bad as Pac-Man for Atari with the flickering all over again. So yeah, this game is bad, but it's still not the worst. So yep, that's basically it. Goodbye.